The guy in charge of one of the most advanced AI companies in the world, Sam Altman, is saying that he's scared of what his own company is about to release.
The clip that you just watched was created with just using two tools, one of which is Notebook LM, what I consider to be one of the most slept on AI tools out there today for YouTube automation. I'll show you it here in a little bit. And the second was just using my YouTube editor to basically enhance some of the visuals that Notebook LM had already created for me. Today I'm going to show you pretty much everything there is to know about Notebook LM, how to use it for YouTube automation, how to create better scripts with it, and all the different tools that it has within it. This is the website right here. It's a free program. I think there is a paid version. I haven't found any reason to use the paid version so far, but I believe it's powered by Google, or it's a Google tool, or Google supports it in some kind of way. I'm not exactly sure, but let me go ahead and show you the features that I think make it extremely powerful for YouTube automation. One of them is just like hands down the best tool here, and I'll just cut to the chase right away. If we go to create new, right, you'll notice that you down here in the middle, you have this little YouTube tab right here. Well, you can go and snag a YouTube video and you can transcribe the entire video, meaning take the dialogue in the video and turn it into text. You can transcribe the entire thing for free. I personally haven't found any other programs that allow you to do this for free. There were some around for a while and then they end up getting taken down, but this one is powered by Google, or at least Google supported, so I don't think that Google is going to be taking this down in the future. If you go over to YouTube and you have a video that's, let's say you want to create your own version of this video, well, easiest place to start is to get a transcription of the video, so that way you can rewrite it in your own words. So I'll head over to this video. I'm going to go to share. I'm going to go to copy. All right, and then we're going to go back to Notebook LM. Under this tab right here, we want to go ahead and select where it says YouTube. You're just going to copy and paste this in. All right, and then it's going to basically have these three different cells for you. One of them is the sources, because you can add multiple sources in here at once. There's the chat, where this is like you're interacting with the AI, and this is geared towards students. So if I wanted it to go a little bit deeper on one of the concepts, then it will for me. But again, I'm talking about using this for YouTube automation. Then over here you have the studio, which there are some incredibly powerful tools over here. I'll talk about it in just a little bit. But if we go over to the sources, in order to get the full YouTube transcript, all I gotta do is tap on the source or click on the source, and then you'll notice that right below the video, I have the entire transcript of this YouTube video right here. This is really hard to do on other programs on the internet that I have at least experimented with, right? They constantly get taken down. This one, here's the full transcript. You'd be able to copy and paste this, go put it into your own Google Doc, and then upload that to something like ChatGPT and ask it to rewrite it for you. I do have a tip here that will show you how to best rewrite these transcripts, but just to kind of move on to some other tools that are available within Notebook LM, let me go ahead and show you some of those. So within the studio over here, you can generate a podcast. It's two people talking to each other about whatever information is given in that source. You can create a podcast for it. I'll play you a clip here in a second. Okay. You can also have it create a video for you. Now the videos aren't going to have like these flashy animations and stuff. It's mainly a kind of like a slideshow type of video, but it does give you a pretty good audio overview of the concepts. And I'll show you again all of that here in just a second. On the mind map, you can create a mind map for this. It's your basic mind map. Not for YouTube automation and whatnot, but it's just kind of like your basic mind map right here. So, there's that. But let me go ahead and show you, let me show you the type of podcast that this will create. So this one I already pre-generated all of the podcasts and everything. Let me play you a little sound snippet of the podcast here.
I mean, for most people, they are just the stuff of nightmares, right? A terrifying force of nature.
Absolutely. Capable of swallowing ships, supposedly. Mm-hmm. Pure power.
But then you have someone like Jacob Kaggle. For him, they were, and this is his description, an irresistible playground.
It's a startling contrast, isn't it?
And here's the truly shocking part of our deep dive today. He actually ended up recording his own final moments interacting with one.
Yeah.
So the big question for us, really...
So there's an example of the podcast that it generates. You can tell that it is structured for students. You can tell that it's more so structured to like put in some kind of like web-based article in here that's more of along the lines of a educational article, just with some of the verbiage that they're using. But you could potentially download. You can download the actual podcast right here. Right? Oh, my face is covering it up. Let me move myself out of the way. You can download the actual podcast right there if you really wanted to. And from everything that I searched so far, the first thing I wanted to look up was, can you use the podcast and the auto-generated videos from Notebook LM? Can you use them for monetary purposes, for monetization? From everything that I've researched so far, it seems like you can. That's not legal advice. But it seems like, especially if you add some transformation to it, you add your own visuals, all of that, it appears as though you can, because you are the owner of whatever Notebook LM spits out. I would do your own research, though. Again, that's not legal advice. That's not me telling you that, hey, you can go ahead and download these and upload them to YouTube and you're going to be absolutely safe. But from what I have researched, it would appear that that is the case. Let me go ahead and give you a little sample of the video here. So the videos are usually in this like slideshow kind of thing. Let me move my face out of the way. The videos are usually kind of like in this slideshow type of presentation, but I have used the audio off of one of these videos before. I gave that audio to my video editor and said, hey, can you create a video out of this? They went ahead and did it. It turned out to be a great video. So I'll give you a little preview of this one though.
For most of us, whirlpools are just pure terror. They're this unstoppable force of nature you see in movies. But for a guy named Jacob Kaggle, they were a playground. He literally built a career on getting as close as humanly possible to disaster, and he was always so sure he could walk away. What you're about to watch in this explainer, though, are his final recorded moments. So that brings us to the big question, right? It's really the whole point of this explainer. Why? Why would someone so talented, so successful, be willing to gamble their own life over and over again, all for the perfect shot?
So there's a little example of the type of video that it will produce you. I think it's a pretty good voiceover. However, I don't think it is the best visuals, right? So I'll go ahead and show you actually what one of my editors did with one of these audio recordings. Let me pull that up, the basic slideshow.
Let's talk about something a little strange. The guy in charge of one of the most advanced AI companies in the world, Sam Altman, is saying that he's scared of what his own company is about to release. So what could possibly have the leader of the AI revolution feeling spooked? Let's get into it. It really all comes down to these two words.
So you can basically see it right there. It has potential, right? I think that Notebook LM has such an amazing potential. But if you want my honest opinion, I don't really think that the voiceover or the video generation would be the best, most captivating thing to use for YouTube automation. I think it's better to go the rewriting the article yourself or using tools to rewrite it for you. So I'm also going to show you here what I did in order to try and rewrite a transcript with this tool here in combination with ChatGPT. I'll show you the exact process that I used. Okay, so first off, I asked, let me go ahead and find the one here that I did this. Okay, so I wanted to know whether or not Notebook LM could rewrite the transcript for you in a original tone so that way it's copyright free. Okay. One thing I liked about Notebook LM is it did ask me all of these different things here, like, hey, do you want to change it? Do you want to make it more of a summary? Do you want to change the sequence? Do you want to change the style? All of that. This is what I told it to do. I said I want it to be even more sensational, written in my own voice and tone. So don't copy the exact phrases, but keep the facts accurate. If you see it helpful for storytelling to rearrange some of the events, go ahead and do so. So then it produced, right? It basically rewrote the transcript here. Okay. I wanted to know whether or not this transcript would be passable and I wouldn't get, copyrighted for this transcript right here. So I went over to ChatGPT and I told ChatGPT this. I said, I'm going to give you 2 PDFs that cover, there's a typo there, whatever, that cover the same event. I want you to read through both and then tell me if one of them is plagiarized or in danger of copyright. I'm not going to tell you which one is the original and which one is the rewritten copy. Does this make sense? ChatGPT understood. I put in both of the PDFs here, and ChatGPT was able to tell which one was the rewritten one. It said verdict. The Notebook LM version is not a direct copy and paste, but it is a close paraphrase of the YouTube script version. It keeps almost all of the same events, sequence, and many other same distinctive details, but rewrites sentences with different wording and slightly altered phrasing. Okay, so it goes in to basically talk about how this is going to be a high flag for copyright, as well as potentially marked for plagiarism and all of that. And ChatGPT, like the kind AI tool that it is, asks me if I want it to, rewrite it in its own words, so that way it is copyright free. And that's exactly, I said, yeah, go ahead. I'd love for you to do that. Go ahead, please proceed. And it generated a completely new script that it tells me at the end that it will even write me a little defense explaining how this is copyright free, how this is an original piece, in case I ever need to fight a fair use battle there. So yeah, just wanted to show you. I think Notebook LM, if you use it correctly and you use it wisely with a combination of other tools, for example, even using things like 11 Labs to change the voiceover and all of that, I think it is a incredibly powerful tool. Even alone, just for being able to get the YouTube transcripts is a huge tool. Okay, so anyways, hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.